Siege begins. Tier 3 in the mid lane. Tough defense for Na'Vi. They do have two heroes out of the base, both the Bane and the Nyx. Bane will TP home. Nyx still outside, kind of scouting around, but this tier 3 getting chipped away down to about a quarter health. Their other tier 3. And just like that, Spirit will head back to friendly territory. So
damn,
still a victory.
Save.
They get the tier 3, which of course opens up shrines.
Yep. I mean, your buyback's 373 gold as Shadow Demon. It's totally worth to be there just to back up your team.
Only other one. There is a glyph available for the Dyers. Now their barracks are taking some damage. Pugna trying to chip away at that Night Stalker, but remember, he's got Pipe, he's got the Crimson Guard, and he has the full Spirit Vessel. 3k HP on Phobos. Now their barracks this is one tanky Night Stalker that is chip away at that Night Stalker, but remember, he's
you need that big call down. You need a little bit of chaos going through, and so much is AoE damage. He is their team fight.
Yeah, they do glyph to try to save the barracks here. Gyro saves the buyback. Shackle does connect on Phobos, latching onto one of those siege creeps, but the melee barracks still taking damage. The siege creeps doing some pretty good work here.
Still 10-second BKB on our Kunkka.
Crystal Eyes will use his 10-second BKB now. Spirit starting to just disengage. Perfect time to wait this out. I think Crystal Eyes hoping for a little bit more there. FNG, very low. Homing missile, I think is on the Night Stalker, yeah. And they'll finish it off anyway. So very good discipline from Spirit. They get the ranged barracks. Melee stay standing, but they don't overcommit. They don't throw anything away there. FNG doesn't even die back.
And we've all been there. It's so tempting when the melee is that low. You're like, oh, I don't want to regen. Come on, guys, someone get in there. And then suddenly 3 heroes die. And just not worth it. Close out, get some shrines.
Yep. And we can't forget the melee barracks also buffed an HP on that last.
They found the X. They know where he's coming back to.
Yep, Crystal Eyes takes some damage, but he's got teammates nearby. This setup might not be perfect. Fiend's Crypt to go through the BKB. Dendy doing some decent damage. They've got the sleep on Shadow Demon, but G survives through it. Pops the boat. Defensive disruption. They're probably going to have to leave FNG behind. The homing missile is on the way. And a lot of burst damage. We'll be able to finish him off. Homing missile switches to the Leshrac. That's a bit of a heartbreaker. And just like that, Na'Vi pick up 2. It's a small sign of life for the Dire. Still a pretty big net worth disadvantage they need to overcome. But hey, that's 1K in the bag.
It would have been so much more if they gotten that Kunkka, though. So nice play there. You saw the Aether ones coming to play there on the Leshrac. Like the long range cancel on that Bane's Fiend's Grip allowed him to get out of there.
And BKB up on Dendy now. So that's a fresh bout of magic immunity. The BKB is an absolute necessity game, this game, no doubt, but is it enough? You know, do you think it's too little too late at this point, Trent, or is this game still pretty turnable for Na'Vi with only 1 range barracks down?
If he's not linked, I mean, he could get smoked by a Tidebringer, I suppose, but I mean, there's a chance. You know, you can get into the fight with your focus fire, maybe get some lucky procs with a Maelstrom, get some damage going, get a damage item. I mean, it's mostly about that next one. He's 7K behind his opponent in the mid lane, so it's
That's
just
true.
it's hard to compare.
It feels like this game has really been all about initiation, and unfortunately for Na'Vi, they've gotten initiated on so many more times, and that's just because there is so much catch on this Radiant side. Really, any one of these heroes are okay starting off fights, whereas for Na'Vi, they really want it to be the Nyx or the Bane that starts things off.
That Night Stalker vision too, through a lot of that mid game was doing great. They had a lot of vision.
Yeah.
Right now, the vision's actually all on Na'Vi's side. They've done a that deep sweep of the wards for a while, but sadly they haven't been fighting down there because the last 6 minutes or so they've been in their own little base.
But it's an Aghanims on this Razor, and all of a sudden he has turned into a high ground sieger. They will go for this barracks, and General taking big damage. Yule Scepter buys him a little bit of time as the BKB comes from Illidan, but he will go down. Melee barracks are secured. Buyback is available on the Pugna. Shackle connects on 2. Call down, ready to do some big damage, but FNG gets off the defensive disruption. There's the BKB from Crystallize as well as G. It's a big fight as Dendi dies. Now Crystallize making it back into the tier 4s. Dendi died with his 10-second BKB off cooldown.
Yeah.
He does have a buyback, but this is looking grim for Na'Vi. FNG has gone down as Spirit head right to that top tier 3. There's the buyback from Pugna. Dendi hanging on to his for now.
He thought it was a moment where they were turning. You know, it's like we just hit that big thing. They're all running away. We're on the offensive. We don't need to be defensive right now. Why would I call my BKB? And then suddenly it's G. You know, he turns these fights around anytime he's lurking nearby, and you can just go 100 to 0 without a chance.
I mean, G's at that point now where he has Daedalus, so his damage just from right clicks alone is actually pretty scary.
This guy's terrifying to chase in a situation like this.
Yeah, I don't know that I think they'll
Not
probably
if he's
find
decrypt though.
Yeah,
and Fiend script.
Well, and a 4-on-1. I mean, they can lock him down. Got
don't
left
fight
high and
fair.
dry there by Spirit. They just went back to friendly territory. The Kunkna was left, but again, like Na'Vi's finding these little picks, but it just feels like not enough. It's 1 step forward, 2 steps backward. For every kill they get, it feels like Spirit are finding at least 2 and then an objective. Lil set up on FNG, playing very cautious, staying on the low ground, realizing that rotations could be inbound. Has some support from his friends as well.
Dire's middle tower.
Looks like they will head back to their side of the river. Belhor nearby does have that blink dagger now, so a lot more mobile on the Nyx assassin. A little surprised that Spirit haven't picked up a gem yet.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, with the Night Stalker too. Certainly something they could look towards, but they've just been building so many like little items that I don't think DK Phobos really wants to stray too far away. Like, wouldn't you love this guy on your team? And he's got Pipe, he's got Spirit Vessel, Solar Crest, Crimson Guard. Oh, Solo temp down bottom on Beaver. Belor might have the damage.
It's going to be close, and he does have it indeed. Lesh will go down. Nice pick off there. Meanwhile, in the mid, they force out Dendi's BKB. Does keep the Wind Ranger alive, but now 60 seconds where he doesn't have magic immunity could create a window of opportunity, but probably not with 2 dead. Now back up. Just going to go for a second Daedalus. Oh, nothing too surprising there, but very hard to play against. You know, just waiting for that moment when he gets the crit with the Shadow Blade Tidebringer, and well, I think that might be territory to one-shot some of that backline, Trent.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind them starting to clean up these shrines. I feel like they've almost forgotten about them.
It does kind of seem like that. They killed that
like they pinged one earlier, and then they just were like, nah. Like they're all postured ahead of them right now. I think they see the hero's bottom, so they obviously want Rax damage. This makes sense, but
yeah. And I think Spirit also just feeling their advantage, and they want to press an initiation onto the Bane. Dendi makes the rotation back. His BKB still on cooldown for 10 seconds. He gets slowed down and just destroyed with the BKB of Illidan. Nice setup, and now he does not have a buyback, so he will be in the grave for a full 60 seconds. Top lane of Barracks, range is already going down. Glyph will keep the melee standing as Crystallize uses the call down. A 5v4 still. Homing missile does connect onto the Kunkka in the back line, but it feels like Na'Vi have no way to repel this push, and this will be the second lane of Barracks secured for Spirit.
Looks like they're going to be getting out of here just fine. So, Team Spirit, I mean, game started out. Mid lane was pretty much dominated from the Kunkka. Fairly good matchup. Obviously a very strong hero in that mid lane situation these days. He had really great partners there from the Shadow Demon. Saw that come in 3 times to the mid lane to help pick off onto Dendi. great way to start your game. And then from there, it was just a skirmish kind of thing, like Night Stalker with the double kill threat supports. Sometimes it was just like Night Stalker +1, it was Kunkka +1. They're kind of splitting up the map a little bit, getting some deep wards. And,
well, that's Roche. Roche 2, Aegis Cheese.
That's playing to win. You heard it right there, but...
that says it all.
I think that looks like what you expected from a lot of these heroes. I mean, you know, trying to utilize a core Night Stalker, create some kills, create some chaos, get some farm going, and then instantly punch that into objectives from your Razor. Dream kind of Razor game. The same kind of stuff didn't seem to really happen for Na'Vi. They didn't really get any use out of their Pugna. Defensively, some great moments for the Decreps. Had some nice saves, maybe delayed some deaths a little bit, but in terms of like offensive potential, trying to push your own direction in this game, didn't really find it for Na'Vi.
It also just felt like Spirit played to their strengths, right? You look at all these players that they tend to gravitate towards that traditional CIS
I think
play style of being very aggressive.
More Shadow Blades than anyone I've seen. Yeah, this guy lives on the blade.
However, that is a
Na'Vi
rapier.
are dying by the blade.
That is a rapier on the gyrocopter with a double damage. So Trent, this is a moment where they might be able to make something happen. Not much time left on the double damage as Spirit Smoke. Who's going to catch who though? Fiend's Grip onto the Shadow Demon. He gets destroyed immediately as Phobos runs into the back line. G is still alive. Will gets killed. Buybacks from both sides used immediately. Gyro just trying to get back to safety. They'll finish off the Aegis. They want this rapier so badly. The Dire have to play this very careful. They will lose their Nyx Assassin. He's got the buyback, and he'll use it. So still a 5v5. 3 buybacks have been used. 2 on the Dire, 1 on the Radiant. It is a favorable exchange for Spirit. Not a bad reveal of the rapier for Na'Vi, but probably hoping for just a little bit more than just a pick off on the Shadow Demon.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be all too happy about that. But they got out, they kept the rapier, so it does mean they get another option. And this is where that whole symphony has to come together for Na'Vi. You need the double shackle into the call down, into the Fiend's Grip on the key target. And Gyro can't die. Hey, that's a good start with that Carapace.
Yep. But where's the follow-up going to be? Kunkka still at about half HP, does not have a Shadow Blade. BKB still down for 10 seconds. Homing Missile on the way out. Set up onto G, but it'll get finished off.
Man, that's so disappointing. They couldn't capitalize off of that.
They do have a refresher on the Razor, so he can do the double Eye of the Storm. That barracks will fall very quickly if they find a successful team fight. Kunkka. He heads back to the well.
Yeah, gonna help out his friends, you know.
Oh, the Radiant Courier died.
Pass over some in. Oh.
Okay, well, some wards on that as well as a tome. That's unfortunate. Big time bummer. And now, though, however, Spirit are angry, and they want vengeance for that fallen Courier. That's 1 Eye of the Storm for pressure, still not used by the Razor, and there it is, 2nd Eye of the Storm. This tower is going to start melting. No glyph for this Dire team right now. Fiend's Grip will be used on the Razor, but follow-up is there. The bolt going to fly in. The Rapier's down. They've killed the Gyro. The Rapier's still on the deck. It's G that's picked it up. Will getting low, and he's going to press in. Does he find a crit? Spike Carapace is not going to do much against the BKB, and 1,800 damage will be enough for a one-shot. Party on, Kunkka. Party on.
Creeps are about to spawn. Careful.
And that's it. As Dendy falls to a crit from the creep wave. A photo finish for Team Spirit. Well, Trent, that's game 1 of the books, but a brutal match for Na'Vi fans around the world. Spirit completely dominating. I think if we look at that gold graph, not a moment when Na'Vi was in control of that game.
Yeah, it tussled, I feel like, back and forth maybe a little bit. Like it was kind of
Spirit, he is boots first, and you still can't trade with him.
We'll just run the Spirit out across multiple heroes and the side camp. Here you go. Like having a DD route, but like watching Beastmaster, we see him being picked up more and more as Tim sets the Fire Strong, Rock Barrage, S4 Strong.
被反杀了。
是，就是复仇之纹这个英雄看似
Битые игроки TNC, Крит их здесь прогоняет, есть уже аура.
Mel 5-8 against EP 2-2. This is crazy advantage so far for Sumel. He's already harassed Armel all the way down to, of course, the salve as well.
And then he's going to get the Arcane Rune. Unfortunately for him, he's not running bot. He's got Null as well as Healing Style coming on the Courier.
I think it's the right move. You don't want to go bottle anymore mid. There's just not enough rune control that make the item viable.
Well, it's been a good start for RTZ. I'm not seeing Valkyrie queued up just yet.
It's a little early for that.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
He's at least keeping, like it's just the space that Crit is creating with his EP doing so much work.
Does
Sumel blink scream for that? No, he won't.
They're winning all their lanes, so I mean, this is the sort of EG's lineup does hit a tempo timing. Like just their first three is vintage OG, and that's the the new Captain Fly bringing some of his ideas to the team. The Venge Beastmaster ET. You had any 2 damage dealing forward for that.
RTZ's taking so much damage. Thunderstrike as well as the Battle Hunger, range harassment. Got 3 tangos left, but crits out of consumables as well. This TNC lineup, at least with the sticks, they've got more easy to maintain health and mana regeneration.
Yeah. I love how everyone's just buying a bunch of mangos. The Venge of Fly has
Rocket Barrage. S4's got the free wave on him as well. Magic Missile has to come out, keep Tim's at bay. He's got Burrow Strike in 2 seconds time. He's being blocked out by his own creep wave, but it won't matter when Raven's already got the kill, so they can turn their attention towards Fly. And he'll go down too. This very aggressive offlane of S4 and Fly, the 2 newest additions to EG, giving 2 kills to the safe lane of TNC.
It's not ideal. I think the aggro in that creep wave gets both of them killed, but they're crushing the mid and bottom lanes so hard right now that I don't even think they mind.
Death Prophet is playing catch up. 11-4 to the 14-17. So
4 creeps in front of him.
yeah, he's actually like almost he's a full level ahead too.
Yeah. It's the XP, like the knives are so big, especially in the mid lane. And Quap gets to a point where you get that initial kill with your ulti at level 6, and then all of a sudden DP has a real hard time laning, so he'll be 2 levels behind.
We've got Speed Crit coming in. He can't go into the tower too hard, but gets the salve out. Yep, RTZ. When Crit shows himself, RTZ gets back behind the tower. And it may be Shrine times in 25 seconds.
He just got some regen, though. He'll be fine. But think about
They're going again, top lane. Rocket Barrage is out. Tim's able to keep connecting on these Burrow Strikes. Going for the support. Mango, Subin, ready for the Burrow Strike. Axis do some decent damage. And, well, Raven gets the kill. Tim's on the retreat back out again. The creep wave takes the aggro for him.
He pinged the Shrine as well. He realized he made a mistake immediately. If he goes Shrine there, he actually gets a medium camp stack, and then obviously it's a much faster run back to his lane, but alas.
Well, bottom lane, Crit's getting locked in. It's Cuckoo's wall, as Crit brings out the creep wave as well. He has movement speed, get away. 399, up the hill and out.
Sumel level 6, Death Prophet only level 4. They're about to trade Shrines, and if the Death Prophet dies in the next wave or 2, you're going to see this Quap snowball out of control. And top lane, yeah, they're feeding a bit, but Beastmaster out CSing the Gyro, and he's equal in XP. You don't really mind that you feed a couple times. It's all about the waves. It's really not that important.
We're about to make it a trio.
Yeah.
This is a good rotation in from TNC, keeping the pressure on the top lane. Not a lot the Fly can do. He doesn't have that saving swap BS requires. But never worthwhile. Like this is great for TNC safe lanes. They're tracking 3K on the Gyrocopter in 6 minutes, while the Queen of Pain, who's been crushing mid, sits at 2K. So all of the cores of EG. So the trade-off is still having a very powerful Gyrocopter.
Yeah, but it's just I've said this a lot in the past, but it's an XP dependent carry more so than gold. So he wants space. He already has treads equivalent. I love that he picked up treads in this game because he wants. After the nerf to phase slight, just because blades of attack are a little more expensive. I think that when you buy them at the side shop in a game like this, it allows you to maintain presence in the lane and just a more efficient item.
Dive can't go into Armel. Tim's rotated over. Got revealed out. EG know this gank is not on. Trying to catch him before you hit that level 6, before there's any kind of mid pressure from TNC.
And it's the one downside of these dual supports. The Ven GT, yeah, they're excellent in the late game, but they don't really offer much in terms of setting up kills around the map. It's more of a reactive draft than EG this game. They don't have to really have initiation.
Oh, but again, Samel can just go for it, but Tim's Fire Strike's in, creates the time Sonic Wave. Armel will tick out the Shadow Strike as Samel was battling Tim's. Does not have the life for it. He has 6 charges, so Tim's won't get a revenge kill.
That's that first quad bolt. When you're under level as DP, you don't really have much to do there. He just clicks on you, and once you get 300 HP about, you just die to the ult.
It was still very close to almost survive. 1 extra level the Queen of Pain had on him. 2 points up in strike, 3 scream. Sonic.
And the Axe down bottom is just completely zoned now by a level 7 full. This game favors EG heavily. Like, the Axe is the key hero for TNC. He's their blink initiator, and he's the answer to Troll. But in a game where Troll has absolute free farm with all the damage amplification that his 3-4-5 can provide, like, he will take over this game no matter what items he buys if he's able to just stay this far ahead of Axe.
Doesn't explain why TNC's bringing the extra numbers in, but it also explains why TZ already senses that the line was drawn. Now TZ hangs in the tree line. Smoke breaks on Tim. It's revealed. Elvira strike blindly to the trees, but he finds it. TZ begins his TP after whirling axes, but don't. TZ stunned up and brought down, giving the kill over to Raven. His 7th of the game.
Yeah, top lane, good response from EG though. They're gonna just look to go for this tower now.
Snippy's out coming in. Sam H's gonna get the call off. S4's in a little too deep. Tim's on the way with that level 3 Fire Strike, not in range of anyone just yet until Fly decides to turn around. Gives him a battle hunger, crit. Doesn't have Stomp, he only has a Spirit, but then again with the Spirit down, Raw to calm out. Sam H might be in a world of hurt. This Cricket plus 84 damage, ready to pump it into somebody, but now S4 is the one dropping low. Sam H with the spin, he's gonna find another kill. It's the caustic of Tim's that finally ends crit. And EG just unable to put TNC down. This top lane is just their ultimate cursed lane. They should never have sent their army north.
Yeah, they baited themselves. S4 hitting 6 in the middle of the fight, and then he's like, oh, we can get this kill, but they end up getting killed.
Fly just gonna get dunked. Sam H with the bonus, thinking about the call. Now gets it off. They're trying to bait out the time. 2 seconds to Fire Strike, but Sam H is ticking too quickly. He's got 4 stick charges. Hides in the trees, not enough to hide, so Samel blinks forward. Gets the kill with the scream. Meanwhile, Tim Fire Strikes away from crit. Getting his distance. But just one by one, they march this top lane looking for the kills. The Stomp will connect onto Tim's, but crit has no real follow-up. That's why S4 and Samael is here to follow up for him. Acts to clear through the tree line. Samael will claim his 3rd kill of the game.
In the meantime, pressured bot, Gyro on the spot tower. Now they're going to smoke through, place a couple of wards, and look to connect mid. Maybe kill RTZ's Troll, who will be going for that Battle Fury, so...
Armel's to start this fight. Cuckoo can glimpse him back if they can get a little bit of extra vision, and thanks to this being daytime, well, they actually didn't get the vision. They just got attacked by the tower.
Radiant's middle tower
see,
is under attack.
I'm a little afraid for EG just buying time in this mid game. Troll is going to be a complete non-factor, and they just don't have the ability to make fights.
Samael's looking for it up on top lane. He's got the illusion room bottled up, so we got both bottle on the Queen of Pain and RTZ with the Battle Fury in his quick buy. Sam H is using the 2 trees to the left behind to try and hide in the pocket 4. They just rage him up and bring him down. It is not a fun place to be in act. Not when EG is gunning for him.
Good movement from Hardcore, dodges the smoke gank middle, immediately rotates top, helps secure the kill, gets the tower.
Armel's gonna look for a little bit of a trade-off, however, bottom lane. They got the catapult with him, he's holding the ultimate. Understandable when you've got 2 cores here as well.
Yeah, TNC has to really have a nice mid game. You have DP Gyro, 2 heroes that pretty much took Mineski to the finals of BAC. Incredible the mid game even after the nerfs they both took. You need to capitalize on this. EG wants 3 or 4 items up on both boards before they fight.
Kuku doesn't have Glimpse available at the moment. Samel, he'll just wall him up. Mel will arrive. It's an easy blink. Samel gets out. The donk moving on to S4. Both donks, homing missile and call down. Bought time for Armel to get range to the spirit side. Samel still hiding in the street. Armel, he takes so much damage so quickly. Couldn't survive it. So it's a 1-for-1 trade-off. Glimpse is up, but it looks like they're not wanting to fight. This Disruptor wouldn't have been tanky enough to survive it if they pulled back between the pain.
He didn't have vision. He had ulti. They could have probably closed that kill just because Gyro does so much damage with that max rocket barrage, but we're not able to get it off in time. And I keep seeing this Venge build, Fly going 1-3-1, maxing the Wave of Terror. Not sure I buy this. I feel like a couple extra points in Sun would be nice, but every single Venge I've seen disagrees with me. That's probably why I'm casting it though.
Wow. Make our casters' life seem like such a dull one.
It's not so bad, but you know, you don't really need as much game knowledge. It's more
especially when you're in my role. Yeah, no game knowledge required.
Just talk loudly in an Australian accent.
Yeah,
collect your paycheck.
Yeah, they're going for a smoke.
Raven is in a great spot though. I like that he's gonna go for the Ags. I think Ags and they have a nice word. This was placed during that smoke. Gonna find our core.
Yeah,
he's gonna be really bad.
They're gonna commit anything else in that. It's the fall down. They're holding on to Kuku's ultimate.
What? Raven's 9-0.
Oh,
what the hell?
Oh, what
happened?
They were feeding top lane. He kept killing everybody. And the one time EG got kills up on top lane, Raven rotated to the bottom lane, pushed the tier 1 tower. This is Raven, man. Like, biggest point you can go for when you think about TI. If these guys can actually make it to TI, always use fantasy cards on Raven. He is fantastic. Burrow Strike, time for that Cuckoo Storm. Doesn't have the wall available to actually lock him in place, but S4 doesn't matter. The dunk is up. Everybody gets a little bit of speed. And Fly hiding in the trees, looking for that opening. Wave of Terror is able to connect, but then the pull back, it is a call.
Dude.
TNC, start punishing.
What's EG doing though? Why is S4 TPing in out of the top lane? Like, I've seen VGJ Storm, I've seen VP, they've all run lineups like this. You just sit in lanes. You're a late game team. You need items and you need levels. You're playing into DP, Gyro, Disruptor, Sand King. They will continue to run at you, very cheap low cooldown spells, and just kill one of you after another. Like, just farm.
Yep.
Your Troll's going Battle Fury.
This is like the problem that a lot of us are worried about with Evil Geniuses. Like, Birmingham, they played, they changed their roster, and there was only 2-3 days worth of downtime between that and now. And how, as a team, do you come together and find your own flavor of Dota, your own focus? Like, how do we get all the timings right? And Fly, like, he could draft a solid and easy to execute lineup, but does this mean that EG is still able to execute that? You've got a lot of talent, but it's still, there's a lot of work that goes into syncing up a team. And this is what I'm most concerned about for Evil Geniuses. And if today becomes one of these horrendous days for them, 2 best of 3s and they find themselves in 4th position in the group.
Man, it's 14 minutes in game 1, Toby. Being a little defeatist here.
I am. That's why I said it was a concern, not a fact.
I have some concerns too, but I'm gonna wait till later to voice them. And 14-6, 15 minutes in, like you're still in a good spot though. I think that Sam H is gonna go for the Vanguard before Blink. I actually agree with that. It'll allow him to keep scaling, and the reason Axe is gonna be super good in this game is if he gets to a point where he has Crimson, Blink, Blade Mail. That's where you just kind of neutralize the Beastmaster Troll, and all of a sudden the EG damage output just doesn't exist anymore. And Gyro, DP, like there's a reason these heroes are consistently picked. They were first toot. LGD does this, Mineski does this. They're incredible heroes, and their mid-game is nuts. They can transition, but Troll at a certain point will become the strongest hero on map, but it'll take a lot of time.
TNC, they're not going to wait for it. Burrow Strike on bottom. Tim's already initiates, and Gyrocopter actually a little bit too far away. The Observer watched from Evil Geniuses did see this movement.
Yeah, Cuckoo still...
They're actually coming down. It's a 3-man smoke rotation all the way from the north to the south.
I would have liked to see Cuckoo play that area, but he's actually placed a deep defensive ward. They'll find Arteezy's Troll. There's the Grinch. They're going to kill him.
Armel, is there a stun in time? There is. The ET Storm will do the work.
Arteezy's going to come. He's going to go down as well.
Oh boy. Well, Sam H is the one taking the kills now. Raven will have to settle for 9-0-3.
It's just a poor farming pattern, to be honest, from Artor, because he kills the tower, but then he farms a camp where, even though that ward wasn't out, you would have seen it from the high ground. He should just exit the jungle.
That he decided to hang around, hope the EG movements to bottom lane was gonna...
It's just the disruptor factor. You can't hang out on enemy structures when a disruptor off map can always find a kill on you. Because a glimpse into a TP is just 100% guaranteed you're dead.
T1 tower is still standing for both sides in the mid. Oh, homing missiling the ball.
It's animal abuse. Somebody called Peter. What?
Oh. I seriously
sink in? Did it take you?
Well,
are you
yeah,
tired or something?
No, that's your American version. I swear you said Peter. I'm like, why the hell are we called Optic Gaming? Sam H can't tank up the entire Ancient. He does enough damage that Raven could finish the job with Black Cannon.
Yeah, this is fine, both teams. I mean, you can see, even though they are up in kills, EG winning the creep war pretty considerably, so not really pulling too far ahead. As always, game's going to come down to these Roche fights and the Ancient stacks. I really like what EG did here.
I'm so sad when games have big points of contesting. It makes it tough. It's so difficult.
Well, so I mean, teams are just going to trade farm. There's no real big timings coming up for EG. Ravens.
EG need more time still, right? Because the Battle Fury is 300 gold away, and that's why TZ's taking this Ancient stack right now.
They have the blink on Axe though, so TNC's going to smoke.
Yeah, TNC's coming over. The Ancients are already pretty much done. They got one more to do, and now they'll back up. Crit, he'll tank up the gang for everybody else. Blink, Fire Strike, Fly was considering the swap. They'll hit with a wave of terror. And Crit does get back to tier 2 tower. Then Sam H takes the blink palm. Has to call out Fly, swaps him out to Mail. Has to blink as well. The storm is nice. The Fire Strike epicenter is better from Tim's. TNC getting the combos off S4. One more Crypt Swarm, not even required. They'll reach him with a base attack. Still a 3-for-2 trade-off. Tim's is looking for a little bit more, but Artizi's position in that one happy tree. And you know this tree is not meant to be there. Artizi thought he could juke it, and actually he did. But TNC still find him at the end.
Man, great play from TNC. I love Cuckoo's discipline. Saves the glimpse with the quaffling.
Totally looks like a happy tree.
Yeah. Tried to Bob Ross him, but unfortunately, Artizi's great at Dota, but not so quick with the paintbrush. And they blow the DPL to secure the kill, but I don't really mind that. I think it's worth it to secure those kills. And it's a nice fight, but there is some trade that comes out from EG, and they finished the engines beforehand. The only concern, and yeah, Artizi actually finished the Battle Fury as well, so they didn't lose much gold on him.
Once. Gonna call back in Crit. Crit was just looking for a little bit of CS in the mid lane and pressure, but
it's like the 5th kill Glimpse is set up. That's why this hero continues to be picked. You see VP still taking it even after a couple minimal nerfs, but it forces you to play 10 seconds like more passive. You have to back faster than you realize, because at some point you're just gonna get close to die, as we've seen time.
Massively punishing for EG, and they need to be able to keep this control on the map. For now, fresh wards go down.
Look at the smoke that EG's about to use. They're on a ward.
This is a nightmare for them if they do it. They have 2 sentries as well in Fly's inventory.
That was, again, a really good word from TNC. The smokes in the team fights, they're always setting up wards before and after, and it allows them to maintain map control. Their first set was in the enemy EG bottom jungle. Now they have this nice one in the top wood, so they did not smoke, but they do see 3 EG heroes now posturing in their side of the map. But top lane for TNC is completely dead. They have no towers there, no reason to play it. Just make sure that EG doesn't do Roche. Try and secure this mid tower.
Yeah, and EG have actually gone in to do Roshan. Yeah. So 3 heroes down. They have the level 2 Necro books from S4.
They've got to know.
Yeah, they do. And Tim's with that Blink Epicenter. EG are wisely backing up. They got a good Hawk position right on top of TNC.
EG can't take a team fight. That's the problem. They want Roche, but if TNC just meanders into the vicinity, you have to back away, because at any point, like, you just get ran up by DP Gyro and a couple stuns, like, everyone just dies. There's no save on EG other than the swap.
It does feel like EG almost baited out half of that team fight. Like S4, Arteezy, and Flying all moved up. Like they could find themselves a quick and easy opening. And they're not even going to get that. They're being enveloped. The Hawk from Beastmaster scouts out the Axis movement with the Gyrocopter, and they are in full retreat, including TPs to the Tier 1 tower.
And you can see the TNC lineup, specifically the 3-4-5, offers so much threat and reach across the map that EG, when they get within 2,000 units, they're starting to feel a little skittish. But EG, how do you actually find kills? They have 3 heroes there set up on the high ground, but if Sankey doesn't literally walk into the quicksand trap that they've set, they can't threaten him because they have no real catch.
Oh, TNC, they know how to get their catch, just wrap around the back, crits in the tree line. He has that bonus movement speed thanks to the Astral Spirit being absorbed back in. It's a very split up lane, like Samael is pushing in bottom. So they're going to get some pressure onto the Tier 1 tower. ET is fantastic at slowing down the mid push, and that's why Crit puts the Spirit down, walks away quickly as Tims is on the hunt for him. He needs to stop this ET from being alive.
TNC though, you're slowly running out of time where you have this guaranteed teamfight advantage. The Troll BKB will change things. You only really have Axe Taunt for any feel on him. And he should actually hit that about the same time as this Gyro hits.
Mid Tier 1 tower is now dropped. TNC having a little bit more power comes to that Roshan fight thanks to their Tier 1 tower still being up. The Dire is scanning to see if anyone is slipping into Roshan as they're worried as they defend the top lane. And, well, EG once again are smoked up. That scan is just worn off, so EG, they can get into the pit. They got the Hawk watching the north. But Disruptor, Cuckoo, he's nearby. That wave of terror, it wasn't visible to the Dire Observatory. It's a little bit too far to the west, but they saw the courier come in. A lot of pings arriving, and now Cuckoo, wall, Storm, he'll catch 3 heroes out. They're still trying to finish Roshan up. The damage is high, but they've got the Aegis Immortal into the hands of Samael. Arteezy orders out the TPM, and the call from TNC. Catches 2, fly as well as S4 once it gets down. The ET slam, it doesn't do enough work, and in fact, you still have Samael. He stuck around for the fight, got to blink back out again. The Tims with the epicenter and the Burrow Strike. TNC, their synergy is on point, and while they didn't get Roshan, they surely won this fight.
Yeah, they rotated to the dead lane, Toby. They TP too many heroes into the top area of the map where there's nothing to do. They get the nice smoke move by EG, they catch the Roshan. Very risky play, and you can see they do lose 3. It's an acceptable loss, I think, for both teams. And great play from Cuckoo, because this fight does not happen if he doesn't just weaken them so much by 3-man ulting and just completely blind setting up the fight. But you can see double taunt from Sam H as well, and good play in general. The ET Spirit might have finished off Armel, but he got the healed up just in time.
It just seems like EG can do no right, at least on the scoreboard. I cannot believe with how much it feels like TNC are just outplaying Evil Geniuses, that this game still only has 1,000 net worth between it. TNC are a little bit further ahead in experience, about 6,500, but a lot of this is in the hands of the Gyrocopter. The Death Prophet's becoming a lot more of a thing now with her Aeon Disc arriving. So a lot of survivability for the Death Prophet just to hold her ultimate longer in the team fight. And this act is becoming what you said he needed to become. No Blade Mel, he just has a Vanguard, but Sam H is getting the perfect calls.
He's a really strong hero in this game, and he will trump the EG lineup for pretty much the entirety of the game. At any point, you taunt Troll, taunt Quap, even though they're getting these BKB timings, there's nothing you can really do against Axe in this game, and it's one of the reasons the hero's been picked. So it's just been a favorite hero, specifically of teams like LGD, because it gives you that never failing opportunity to always land kills on enemy cores.
Battle for the Runes. TNC grabbed 3 of the 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's worth like a hero kill or 2.
That is the money. Fly might be a hero kill. Confident to be down here by himself. He got enough money for a medallion.
Something a lot of players don't do. I like to see it where he's just shoving the lane that no one else can really play. Doesn't care about the gold, but just trying to keep it pressured so they don't give up a free tier 2 if TNC just kind of wandering the area.
It should still be all about creating space, right? Like he does this, so Arteezy, who did go for the Battle Fury build, but has more time inside the jungles, has more time with stacks. He's already got his 10-second BKB, gonna work on an SMY directly after. So RTZ is becoming a lot stronger. And do I start the clock? Like, do we start the clock on TNC? Like, how long do they have before this troll will be unstoppable? Oh God, SK. Like, do we take this? Yeah, pocket. Dual Scepter is up. Difficult kill to get. Multiple rotating over. Armel. They swap them up. Mail's on the hillside. He'll have to burn his own BKB. So does RTZ, but the TP squad is still coming in. Kuka's TP out. It won't happen. Zamel hits him with a Sonic Wave and gets a kill. While on the back line, St. Mage was controlled by S4. Roared up. The Necro Book as well as the board has controlled him up. Raven has no other choice but to start backing out, leaving Armel to take the fight, and S4 will fall. Armel claiming a double kill out of this. They ball back on the axe, so Sam H wants more out of this, but they're not going to get it.
I think if you're TNC there, just ditch the spanking, right? I mean, he TP's in. Yeah, he's got a lot of survivability mechanics, but you know he's going to go down. And they commit heavily to try and take that fight into the fresh BKBs of EG. And yeah, Artura's build was quite greedy, but when you get to this point, the BKBs change everything, because all of a sudden, TNC's heroes can't just walk over you anymore. Team fights are more about who gets the initiation, who has the vision advantage, etc. And in that fight, he had all the time. So.
Yeah. They were not in the greatest position. Sam H was not that control factor they wanted. And you're seeing more and more work coming in from the Beastmaster. Like actually now having Blink Dagger to go along with this Necro Book. That's the initiation that EG was just begging for, because they weren't getting it from Vengeful Spirit.
Yep. I think, yeah, Ortiz is going to go over the Sanjin Yasha, so when he pops phase, he'll be running in Hasted, and a Blink Roar, Troll runs in, pops his ulti, all of a sudden that target's going to just die. And there is no save whatsoever on TNC, and it's going to take a hero's performance from Sam H to turn team fights if EG's able to successfully initiate. Because he's the only peel.
You have one save, right? Well, you got Glimpse and you got Sam H. Bodyguard is what Axe is turning into.
Radiant's bottom tower
Tier 2 tower on bottom lane, TNC, they've got the numbers to take it, and EG are well out of position to try and stop it. And in return, EG only get a little bit of extra pressure through that top lane. A little bit more cleanup in the mid. They're using the Hawk to try and see inside the base. And they do see Tim's TP in. With the Necro Box, there's a blink directly into Yusuf. That ain't his own. He'll now use his own, but the Orchid silence into Sam H. Fire strike from Tim gets a little bit further back. The EG split up. Was there in case TNC did initiate, and that's a dieback
No
from
buyback.
the Axe. So this is a moment when EG, maybe they have the confidence to keep the push going.
I think you do. I think you've both, you've no BKB on Quap, but if you can manage to kill this Disruptor, you're...
They're backing out. Artiz already made his way towards the mid.
He saw some creep.
Yeah.
It's like, guys, let's get out of here. We're the right
I saw creeps. There's a tier 2 tower at mid.
I mean,
maybe just take that.
They're not the ones on the clock. They have Elder Titan Beast Bank. At a certain point, you're just going to kill everybody because ET's providing minus $1 billion armor.
Looks like EG at least is playing that 10 seconds ahead you're talking about, making sure they're out of range of the disruptive.
Yep. And they're playing 5. Now that they have BKBs, they're a lot more confident grouping up. You've got level 2 swap 1 Venge, so they have a bit of save.
Armel just revealed himself as well, so Wave of Terror, but need more range. Level 2 doesn't give you that.
I like Sumel's item build as well. He's going to go back for Shiva's. Ensure stays alive. You don't need an AC. You don't really need like any greedier items on Quap. I like that he got strength as well. You're going to have enough damage. You just need to get to a certain point in the game. And to do that, you just got to stay alive. So, 40, 45 minutes, second Roche. If EG is able to get that, I don't see how TNC can stop them.
So for a moment, easy gets a blink call into Perfect Storm. Fire Strike, Control, and TNC, while they're lacquering on the abilities, they really did not overcommit. Huge kill to bring down Arteezy.
So like I said, TNC, all they need is a great smoke gang, double taunt from Axe, and they take a big advantage. Totally should have seen that coming.
Oh, he didn't. They'll lose that tier 1 tower in the top lane forward as well. 40-second window while Arteezy, because he bought his SMY before death. Well, he at least doesn't lose money, but it means that EG can't buy back and fight this.
There's the big item on Axe now, Blade Mail. All of a sudden, Quap and Troll gonna do 1,000 damage to themselves in the duration of the taunt. He became a lot scary of a hero.
They need a way to nullify him, but you're not gonna have that for a very long time. Either that or you just take a fight in a different position. swap out the target, don't let the axe get in close.
I think that was like the fourth or Arteezy's 5 deaths. Have all of them just been him getting picked off? I think he died in one team fight, but I'm pretty sure 4 of them just him getting caught out in the woods. Crit with him as well that time, but
Tim's blind, fire strike. Oh! He had to go blind. There was no way with that blink down he was going to get vision to catch out Fly.
I like the item build from TNC. They went that early Aeon Disc on Death Prophet. Now the Sand King's going for one as well. When you have this hard lockdown and burst potential of EG, just living through the roar could potentially win a team fight for you.
That's going to make it a lot more difficult for EG just to get that quick pick and take the advantage in the fight. Roshan has spawned. Now it's very quick Roshan spawn time as well.
And really good decision making from Raven as well. He was going for a Satanic. He bought the Morbid Mask, but recognizing our Tor just died and had just finished Sanjay Yasha.
Looking for death over on Kuya. If they can take him out, Blink call and the Taunt is out. It's not going to be enough to bail. Where's the Sonic Wave for Raven? 2 heroes on the sideline. Chris can get the perfect winner in their mate. This Blade Mail was meant to make it hard for EG to get the good initiation. But the only thing EG have lost so far is going to be Sumail as well as Fly. They're both going to buy back. This Roshan. That's a long death time for TNC. In fact, it's 80 seconds without the Death Prophet. Buyback, she is short of gold by 390.
That was the fight EG's been waiting all game for. He roared the gyro, Soul, pops ult, pops BKB, and hits him in the face. And in the duration of that roar, he died. There's nothing to do. As you said, if the axe is controlled, he wasn't able to blink in taunt. So
he got one person in the taunt, but there was no way to force damage onto him. Like the Blade Mail was out, and he just he had no real return damage.
Axe is not an offensive threat unless they're finding pickoffs. Axe has to be a counter initiator in this game, or the troll will do that consistently to the gyro and what. As Fly said, that's playing to win. Now they just go straight for the racks.
Gordon's being burnt nice and early on. Trying to pull Sumail away because Sumail is trying to hunt down the supporters. But the top range Rax is gone. They cannot take much more. Melee Rax, sorry. They cannot take much more than this top Rax because the Q2 tower is still up. And if they force the issue too hard for too long, TNC will be ready to fight again.
Yeah. And I like, you know, they did not play a very clean game, EG, but I like the draft and I like the style that they've chosen here because TNC has been on the clock this whole time, and I think that's the style that EG thrives in. You can make plays, you can move around the map, but you don't feel pressured. And when you have 2 of the more talented cores in the game, Arteezy, just very farm happy, specifically in this meta, I think this is how you want to play the game. Damage amp is so valuable now after the strength changes. Everybody's got 1,000,000 HP. Stack the minus armor. Hit people.
Working pretty nicely for them, and you're right, like they never really got out of this game. Like if you look at the graphs, it kind of held very closely for the net worth, and then this very vertical spike just most recently, and that's what's allowed EG to actually get it into the experience as well advantage. So TNC, they're the ones that understand they're falling behind quickly. They need an answer or they need pressure. You got a lot of survivability coming in from these Aeon discs, but can they get the pickoffs like they were getting previously? And how do you do this? Like I'm seeing a lot of I'm seeing division games that we played up by Cuckoo, but this is a very defensive observer ward. So they just get that fight around the tier 1, tier 2 tower on bottom, knowing that EG will be coming.
You can try, but this is a real tough fight to take. They need a pick off, and they might find one. Fly's running up the high ground.
Both have pinged Cuckoo. Well, that's the sentry ward down from EG. They glimpse back. They're going to get that catch on the Fly. And Armel wants to commit for this. Remember, he's still got the Aeon disc. Fly, the ET stop. We'll set to keep Armel up. One group swarm. It's not enough. Yes, it is. Actually, kill on the way with the back line. Sumail with a great shot. It's still not enough damage to ET Splitter. That'll do the work. The Blade Mail almost killed himself on it, but almost is not dead. Arteezy keeps the control going, moving down towards Tims, trying to keep Armel out, and again, Tims with a fire strike allows Armel to do more. Sumail scream. Death Prophet just tanks through it, unless the Aeon disc trigger. Defensive Fuel Scepter has to go out from Crit. Only way to go is that Epicenter of Tims, who then hides in the sandstorm, and fire strikes away. 130 HP, he'll burn the Aegis more than Armel's TP away to safety. They just took a fantastic fight. It looks like they're still going to end up losing Tims. But TNC fought hammer and tong there, and they came up pretty even against the Aegis Chiefs.
They have to keep the gyro alive though. They're never gonna really win a decisive fight unless gyro can stay alive for the duration.
That's why he's getting a Lincoln Spear as his next item.
Got him. Wait, he switched to
It's
Lincoln.
Lincoln's.
I don't mind it, to be honest, because he can't. They can't actually save him through Roar, as we've been saying. So you got a Venge swap, you got a Roar in the game. There's no other real active way to take it off, so I don't mind it. Sumail did just hit level 25. It'll be interesting to see which talent he gets. Both the swaps level 25, so it's very good. I think he's gonna get the fear.
He would love to have a quick jump out there. Disruptor. Well, they've got Sumail inside the wall. So who cares the TP? Sumail very defensive. BKB TPs away. And the left S4 a little bit stranded for a moment.
His BKB's already at 5 seconds, so better to be safe. Sorry.
Your answer is you fear on the stream of pain.
Yeah, I like it. I like his item too. He goes Shiva's into Maelstrom. Helps him scale, but a lot of survivability as well. He's going to be going for Satanic. A little more survivability. He would have lived through that last fight had he had that item completed, of course.
That's playing to win, baby!
Oh, EG 37 minutes in. Feels like they've got the reins of this game, but TNC also showed they've got a bit more bite. And they're trying to actually get a little bit more control as well from their items. I'm waiting to see what Cuckoo buys. He's got 2.4k gold on him. Mel's already decided that he's going for a side device. But that lockdown control once these BKBs start to wear off. And Raven's got the choice as well. It looks like he's going to spend the cash. Hawk.
You have to in a game like this. You can't afford to save buybacks. They're just not going to help you if you're PNC.
Dire's top
Third Roche is everything now.
Disruptor's going for Aghanim Scepter, so spending the cash for it.
Yeah. I think it's the right choice. It's they need something that changes the status quo. And that's the only item that Disruptor can really buy to do so.
It would wreck RTZ pretty heavily if you could trap him inside of it. They're very defensive with their vision for the moment.
I like this. They gave S4 a gem, who's running around de-warding with the Hawk. They see the one on the high ground.
5-man smoke. TNC's on the hunt.
EG, though, they're playing discipline, sitting as 5. I've played with Tal before. This is the part of the game where he says, all right, guys, listen to me. It's very easy. Stay as 5. Stand here. Don't throw.
And looks like with the way they're doing it, they've actually got Sumail holding back. So they put down Observer as well as Sentry. The ET Spirit was scouting out. They'll find probably the Observe Ward thanks to the Necrobook's already been popped off. Yep, they'll take care of the Observe Ward, but here's your wraparound. Through the rear, the Blink, Fire Strike, it catches up one, the call, and the storm is real nice. Evil Jesus, you stayed a fight, but you played into the hands of TNC with a corner, Sonic Wave, a huge whip. Nothing to be connected on by that. Crit his BKB at least protected for a moment, but Arteezy trapped in the trees, surrounded by 3 heroes, locked inside the electric wall, and Arteezy zaps that down. Sumail does the best he possibly can to counter push. He started to creep skip out to mid lane, but this is a horrendous fight for Evil Geniuses.
They got distracted by the D-ward. A classic blunder. Show 3 heroes on it. Everyone's looking right. TNC approaches from the left, although I will say that was an incredible smoke angle and not one you would usually expect. They went all the way around through the river, a long way, and they found a team fight that they desperately needed.
The funny thing is, like, it wasn't even the initiation that came in from the SK that I believe, like really just made EG go, oh crap. It was that Blink called Disruptor Ultimate. That's that combination which we were saying, like TNC, if they hit this, then EG's got a world of hurt. And they had 3 heroes in range of that one call Blade Mail.
I mean, their spacing was just proper, in truth. If they stand, Venge saves anybody. You just got to sit with one guy on the left, one guy on the right, and just break smokes. Utilize that vision and the high ground advantage, but they got caught out of the lane. But I would again point to, you do not expect that smoke angle from TNC. That was really well done by them.
Very full wraparound. And now it's Evil Geniuses. The Graves get to kick back down again. The experience almost levels out at 0. Kind of where this game does feel like, but because you've got that top rack down for TNC, you're still being pressured on the side, but you've also got this fantastic high ground defense that comes in the form of a gyrocopter.
Yep.
And their synergy and team fights have been really good, and there's that big item. The timing item for TNC, Cuckoo's Aghanim Scepter. This is so problematic for Evil Geniuses.
Really good item choice from TNC. They're going to go, the Lincoln's is great. It kind of removes Gyro as a threat in certain ways. And all of a sudden, you have an Ag's Disruptor. You catch anybody now, and Swamp isn't there, they're dead 100% to 0.
Looks like EG is looking for the initiation. Keep in mind that Roshan will respawn. He's got a minute and a half left on the clock before he'll arrive. The smoke egg is not broken by Tims, but it's like they're chasing the ET Spirit around, trying to find out where the rest of EG is moved, and they're coming up. They're looking towards Raven. The Hawk is good. The ET Spirit comes out once more, but this appears to be revealing their position every single time. Burrow Strike is there from Tim. Melt, a quick jump in with that exit to please do the work, and now they get it out. Fly is going to fall so quickly, and henceforth, at least he got the raw control for the gyrocopter and the active Melt combos with the Sonic Wave. Burrow Strike, epicenter. Tim to try and bring the rain as TNC brings the buyback. Crit and Arteezy, they have to Delta split at the moment. Death Prophet's ultimate still doing too much work. This Aeon Disc just kept him alive. Crit cannot keep up. And TNC heavy buybacks.
That was really well played by Fly. He knew he was about to die, swaps the gyro to rig the Lincolns, which sets up the Beastmaster Roar. They immediately kill him and force buyback. Roche won't be out for 40 seconds. All of a sudden, you're going to take a fight where if you kill the gyro, you're just going to take the game.
Invisibility.
Now watch for Roshan. Double damage rune in front of the river. Raven just takes it straight away. No delay at all. Understandable when you don't know what time Roshan will spawn. Obviously, we had that info.
Yeah. Incredible job by Arnell. I remember he was like 6th in net worth at 2,000. Now all of a sudden he's in 2nd place. Now 1st. He's going to go finish a Hex. That's a big deal because it's one of those, it's not cleansable. There's no real counterplay to a Hex nowadays, and he has the blink on top. So he'll be able to just go in. If he gets that exact same initiation as he had in the previous fight, he would have just killed Arteezy.
And now he actually gets to add the Hex in as well. So like he's the one with a blink in control, and then like what are you gonna do? You're gonna try and kill a Death Prophet? Death Prophet's gonna blink, the Aeon Disc is gonna trigger, and then you'll Scepter up. And so tangible. Like, you've got 25 armor on this DP. As long as you've got Exorcism, TNC have got to have confidence to take the fight, but it's down for 48 seconds. And Roshan is up. And their top lane is being pressured. The Beastmaster sent up the Dark Soul Summon to keep that pressure on. So Raven had no other choice but to come back.
Jamel trying to finish a Nullifier before this fight. It's a big deal. Can purge the Yules and the Aeon Disc of the Death Prophet, who's now, I think, really become the issue, maybe even more so than the Gyro. Because of the defensive items, Gyro's there's no real DPS item. Every slot is for HP.
The Radiant scan is not being positive. TNC, they are still farming inside their jungle, but Evil Geniuses, where are they going with this? The creep wave will push him through top, so unless they're trying to set up a trap where they don't have vision, Sam H is nearby, the pings are close. This is 20 seconds until 9 times, so you've still got that little bit of extra range vision-wise. Sentries everywhere. One of them's going to time out.
It's all about the initiation.
Roshan's alive. They want to just slip in and take this thing.
As long as that top wave is pushed, EG feels good. So they want to continue to play this area. That's where their wards are, and that allows them to get information when TNC is forced to show. And all they need is that 10-second window, and Roche is going to go down.
They see the obs, they'll get rid of that. The vision now for Evil Genius is very heavily pressured towards that northern lane. At least they can see when TNC is going to retreat to get that defense pushed back out. But a new item as well, Nullifier, has arrived for Samael. Becoming more and more powerful. Arteezy's trying to finish up a Skadi.
Another DB.
They're going in. Raven's going to try and make the most of it. Beastmaster, Hawk's giving really good information, however, for Evil Geniuses. And you can see just how wary TNC is of this.
Really big. I mean, third Roche. Goes without saying that the winner of this upcoming engagement, whoever takes that Roche, they're probably going to take the game as well.
Ichi making this split push kind of play. So S4's on the bottom lane at the moment. He's shoving in quite hard with his ability just to summon up an extra creep, so he's going to get a Hellbear Smasher and the Necro Books he summons up. They're going to try and push this bottom lane, create some space, and already Arteezy's making a break for it. He's inside the pit. TNC now have a hard choice. What do you defend?
It's the big advantage of having that shrine.
Glimpse. They pulled in flying. They go for initiation. They just want this Vengeful Spirit dead nice and quickly, and it looks like Armel's able to achieve that. They'll be stunned up. Tim's already got the defense in the bottom lane under control, and a buyback from flying instantly.
Beastmaster's free to do this because he can always TP left shrine. No one except for the Sand King with bots is free to split push on TNC. They know he just went bottom. Got his port up. It's a really good decision as well. If he doesn't buy bots here, TNC just loses this game because they don't have the ability to deal with the lane pressure of EG, but this allows them to play 4-1. They need bots to be able to do so, and he's really the best hero to do so.
The blink and haste of Armel actually allows him to run all the way up to the top lane. He can Shiva's Guard and Crypt Swarm out the wave and then run straight back down to Roshan. So while you don't have bots, you got a fast way for Armel to get the hell out of there. But that's a heavy creep wave, but he already knows he has to come back. And he comes back underneath that Observer Sentry. In lane, they get that ultimate off, disrupt the storm, fly, has to sacrifice himself, and he knows that the clip pulls back RTD, and Sam H is caught. He's doing so much work with that Blade Mail out. Now RTD has to choose his own target, has to disrupt the wall, can't hold him. S4's there with the ET splitter. The clap, not enough with 4-star for Raven. No, the Sonic Wave, it clips him in the back line, but it's still disastrous for Samael. Brought down 2 minutes without buyback available. RTD knows he needs to respawn and get back into this fight. At the same time, that top lane is still adding pressure from Evil Geniuses onto TNC. So it's up to BTK to try and defend that. But this buyback from Arteezy has to be worth it. He has to claim Roshan for it.
Both Gyro and Quap dead without buyback. One advantage is, though, Gyro's is on cooldown. TNC does not know that Sumail is unable to buy back TP because, once again, that left shrine means you take a poor fight. Were he to have buyback, maybe he just wipes you.
Armel.
Great ulti from him to catch Gyro there. Otherwise, he was going to live for sure.
They're walking over towards the pit once more. Disruptor Storm is back off cooldown.
Very tense.
It is. You know, EG just want to slip in there and grab Roshan. And that's exactly where RTT's going now. Look at that high movement speed. Both ET's got plus 329 damage combining with the ultimate. They have found an extra catch out. It's S4 in the mid, but he's distracted. Tim goes in. Burst strike. It only takes on fly, but his ulti is better. Roshan killed by the ready. Arteezy is the Angus Immortal. Here comes your Epson and damage. Can they kill him off in time? Arteezy got all 3 pieces of Roshan that they need to finish off. Arteezy can't find the kill. Limicate protects Cuckoo. The wall, it doesn't get its control just yet. It's Runes, however, pulls back in Arteezy. The quick swap actually pulls him up. Crit is so low on life, and they can't finish the job. They're moving for their new targets. Actually, it's TNC just moving to go home.
Really well played by EG in that engagement.
I cannot believe they didn't lose more. And remember, they did this entire fight without
They didn't lose
Samael.
anyone. Yeah, Artur pre-BKBing won that fight because otherwise, Disruptor, if Cuckoo gets that ult off beforehand, he's just going to die in the Roche pit. And you can see the Ion discs as well. Saves both the DP and the Sand King in that fight. Another issue, Death on the Ultimate. His level 25 talent, if he doesn't have his Exorcism up, it does nothing for him. Yep. So that's really good decision making from EG because they need to force in the pit there. Otherwise, I think they're really susceptible to just take. You're fighting into DP ult if you don't do it then. So they utilize their window very well.
This terrific Dota around the fight from both sides. Add more pressure. We go 49 minutes into this game. TNC, they have the advantage back once more. Plus 1k in the gold, even if the graphs can't keep up with us enough. It's actually going further than that. But Evil Geniuses, so they do still have Aegis. They passed on Cheese to the Queen of Pain.
Someone used the refresher shard.
I think it was
Artur.
Yeah, I think it was Arteezy using double BKB. Because he's down to 5 seconds now on that Troll Warlord's BKB. About Cuckoo's Glimmer-caping initiation.
You gotta be careful if you're EG. They keep getting caught by these taunts from Sam 8.
Troll's hiding in the trees in the bottom. Tims loves this type of stuff. Easy split push, easy money. And now, close to it, but not quite there yet. They're adding a second side to their initiation arsenal.
I actually like to see him just buy an AC.
I think the SK?
Yeah, someone has to.
Over the double control? Like when you do it,
I think AC is too valuable. You're playing against Elder Titan Ven. I think you need an AC on somebody. You also have both cores are completely reliant on physical damage. I mean, someone's got to buy it. Nobody else can. I don't think double Hex doesn't win the game because you already kill somebody in your initiation. You fear the swap. So unless you get this picture-perfect initiation with a Hex on finish and your target, it's not going to matter.
Him's just hiding away. At least he's got the regeneration on this SK when he jumps in. He went for the plus 35 HP regen talent. Anyone actually go the blind?
No. It's going to be a big here. You got a gyro with the butterfly queued up and our Tor with the Scotty. If he sees the Scotty purchased, he's going to buy
TNC,
butterfly.
they're smoking up. Viper's down the observe ward. TNC, their vision's a lot more restrictive. They see S4 and then Tim. It's the blink into the Burrow strike. They've caught out S4, so they will bring him down. As Ravens, Black Cannon, BKB were taking care of mostly the creep wave as well as the one here, but a quick buyback. TNC, they just want to retreat. Damage left out by himself. He doesn't have Shadow Blade available just now. In fact, they've already got the Sentry Ward down. Their Axe will fall. The Gem of True Sight is lost. Not to mention Axe gone for 100 seconds. A window well open for Evil Geniuses.
This is a door, though, not a window. He has no buyback for 100. Like, if you're EG, you have Aegis on control. You're never going to be fearful here. And eventually they'll realize he has no buyback, and DP ult's about to fade as well.
I think they're trying to keep it a little bit secret. The DP ulti is already back up again. She bought a refresh roll and left it back inside the base. So they actually have her exorcism to go once more and keep this high ground defense up. They're still being pressured on top lane.
EG's not going anywhere. They have BKBs up again, too.
Mention the fact that RT's got a crap ton of money. It's about time he bought that Scotty.
Doesn't have the slot just yet, no need to. They only have Aegis for another 45 seconds, though. Hopefully they've got the clock on it. DPL down about 5, but that telegraphs, hey, we have no axe. Otherwise, you're not second DPL.
That's easy. Well, there's your Hex out already, dropping down low, but the jump in. It's Queen of Pain, Sumail, after Tim with the ET split up. The Yule Sucker will protect him. Cuckoo's the one caught by that one, but he gets the ulti and Storm off. It's over on Sumail. Fly, the sacrificial VS, but they glimpse back. Sumail is the double Burrow strike. TNC, I love it. I love it. Oh, I love it. Keep going for a little bit more attack. BT a little bit further forward as Tim. Didn't have to go very far for that one, but it's all about the control. Finding S4. They're looking for this second kill, and they're going to get it. S4 will water create a little bit of extra space, but the rocket barrage is already out. And Hamel siphons the spirit. You're still 2 lanes of ranks up for Evil Geniuses, so the sacrifice was worth a little bit of the squeeze.
That was flawless from TNC. They buy enough time, they take a great fight. Disruptor once again coming in with a great glimpse, kills the Quap. They get the TP in from Sand King to find a Beastmaster.
The BTs are coming off cooldown in 6 seconds time, so SK can team up with Cuckoo. He doesn't have the ultimate available with Armel. Here comes your first little glimpse, BKB from Crit. You may as well, it's already down to 5 seconds, but they're bringing the rain. 94 seconds without the Beastmaster available, but they don't have their axe with them. Currently, their mate's just trying to clean up the top lane.
No floppy, he's not going to want to buy back.
Blink. Oh, Tim.
Exactly what I feared. Our Tor bought Scotty, immediately Raven goes for a butterfly. And now there's no MKB that can come out from the troll. No one has an MKB on EG. All of a sudden, Raven effectively just has 1,000 more health now. They're going to miss so many attacks.
So much harder to kill. Tim's is itching for the fight, so is Disruptor. They're not finding it just yet. TNC instead. Being slowed down by the ET stop. Armel. Okay, here's the exorcism. In return, fortification will slow things down. 3 seconds until pop.
It's 2 racks? It's at least 1. Do you fight with Quap alive? I don't think so.
I don't know if you really can, but like, you've still got to worry about the ET stomp. Like, you feel confident without the Beastmaster initiation, but you've got the 2 big damage on the course. Okay, they're going to jump in. RTD beat in time. They do not stop him, and the Sonic Wave is perfect. However, Sumail, so much damage. He hits the blade mail on Sam. Fly, swaps him out once again. They're keeping the distance away from Tim's epicenter, but the glimpse, they fall back in Sumail. Buyback is available. EG defending the ranks. Remember, these side lanes are still pressuring in. So TNC, I don't think they have a choice. They're all going back after forcing 2 buybacks from Evil Jesus.
That was perfect. That was just the right amount of aggression, something you typically don't see from the SCE region is the incredible aggression, but they also have the discipline to immediately pull back. They went in to force buybacks. They were not gonna, they can't go for the jugular. They need the buybacks. Now they set up for the next fight. Hopefully they can win that one, and then they're in a position to win the game. And you can see Satanic hopefully finished by Raven. I would prefer him to have that item over a buyback right now.
EG are hunting so hard. They're looking for any kind of target that allows them to make these buybacks worthwhile. Fly needs something to swap, so they slip in through bottom lane. Observer Ward is down, but of course the Sentry now reveals the fact that it's there. Armel will come out, a swap. Wow, he put himself in the middle of all of that and instantly goes down. His Aeon Disc was on cooldown. He has buyback available, but there's still a huge kill. Glims, Cuckoo, okay, not pulling anyone back in.
You gotta buy back in. You gotta buy back now.
They got Brawl, looking for that target. Evil Jesus, Link Fire strike forward. Tim able to catch out to Arteezy, locked inside that storm with Raven, turning on the heat. Evil geniuses. They were adding the pressure. They wanted the Megas up and running. They at least got the buyback on DP, but at what cost?
Swap is on cooldown. Whether they just use it offensively to kill the Death Prophet, you gotta relax for another 20 seconds. All of a sudden, there's a stun out. The Disruptor Ags, Gold can't do anything. He's gonna die.
Yep.
And again, Cuckoo, if he doesn't buy this item, that's not possible. He's gonna BKB, he's gonna Satanic, and you have no method of killing Troll. Critical item purchase.
15 seconds until Roshan's up. The Beastmaster Hawk sitting on top of it. So Evil Geniuses will be aware of this very early on. Another item which is also arriving is Crit's Scythe. Another Hex going to be added to the field.
Cuckoo's gonna see it spawn. Oh, no he's not.
No one sees it spawn. The Hawk
Oh, he got the last tick of vision.
Wait, what, really?
Yeah.
That claps in even after the target's dead, of course?
Yep, it lingers.
Did TNC look at it though? Like,
yes, he pinged it. He knows, he knows.
All right.
Now you gotta go Force Roche if you're TNC. You got to. You gotta make it happen.
I love Disruptor is going E-Blade.
Yep, dude, it's perfect. We can talk about why the Ags was great for, that's easy to understand. Like, E-Blade pretty much counters the Roar. It counters the 12 BKB because you just pop it on the guy that's initiated on. EG's damage output is effectively all 50%.
Evil Geniuses have to hold the line against TNC having Refresher, Cheese, and Aegis. They are not contesting this Roshan at all. Daracom has already opened up his inventory spot. He'll take the Aegis. I don't think Refresher Shard needs to go onto the Death Prophet, but they're going to do it anyway.
There's no one else that can really utilize it.
I think she's going to use it straight away anyway, and then go for the Refresher off, so they can just push with double DP ulti.
We will see. It could work, but there's also no real need. You can see Hex finished on the Sand King. And TNC is just playing so well. EG's played a great game as well, but it's just... I point to Cuckoo. If there's BP, it's Cuckoo 100% in this game. The plays, the item decisions.
Yeah. I think it's also just the synergy with the way it works. Like, it's Cuckoo able to get the storms off, but it's Sam H who's been the one who's going to hold them there in the position at the very beginning.
How about Tim's 4th in net worth? 2,000 gold behind Arteezy as the 4.
33 assists out of 50 kills that TNC's got. TNC is such a team game team. But now, EG, the test moment. Arteezy's already got a homing missile coming towards him. Raven, he's being the bait. He's got both Satanic as well as the Aegis, the Immortal, so he's feeling pretty confident. The Glimpse just playing with Arteezy.
And the Ags Disruptor makes him so afraid.
They have to go back, bottom lane.
Yep.
Like, that's so many range groups are going to start ripping apart their tier 4 towers and the rest of their internal base. And they're not achieving anything fast enough against Evil Geniuses.
They just didn't have it set up right. You just need Sand King in the bottom lane. He has bots too, so he can just pour it in whenever the fight begins. Run around his core to TNC, look for an engagement. But again, they didn't have DPL. They don't want to use that Refresher Shard right away, so no reason to dive base for another 30 seconds. Catch the lanes, relax, set up for a good team fight.
Oh, Sam H is on the hunt once more. Shadow bladed up. Necro is taking care of all the extra vision they've got for the Glimpse. They find Fly and now pull him in. Yep, with no buyback, he's got one shot. That won't save him in this situation.
That's the perfect help. So now you initiate on anybody, you pop the Disruptor ult, they're dead. All you need is a Sand King stun on either Quap or ET. They're going to die without buyback, and you're TNC. You're not losing any fight. That's 5-on-3.
I think they're still concerned about top lane. They're pinging that out too. Tim's is the man who's been in charge of just keeping everyone at bay on the side lanes. Plus 160 for everybody, thanks to the 60-minute bounty route.
I'd like to see them just play aggressive. They don't need to be this concerned about their lanes. You can just take a fight. 60-second window, no venge. That means no save. DD pops. Maybe that's what they're waiting for. All of a sudden, Raven can just walk in, has the Ag still, double attacking.
You'd like to. Okay, they're still a little concerned about the initiation that can come in from S4. Their creep waves don't stay alive for very long. Fortification is still available for the Radiant if they want to buy some time. But against the double damage of Raven, yeah, the ET Stomps aren't doing the work. The mid-ranks is totally taken at the top lane. Still pushed him. SK's in retreat. man to defend it. Such a good defender as well with Caustic Finale against these big waves. But Evil Geniuses, they're coming out to try and fight. They had their own Observe Ward. They understood that TNC were moving over towards the Trines. They need this quick jump.
I don't know if you don't want to go on a gyro with Aegis, though.
You don't. You kind of want to kill the Axe off if that's possible, but you don't have that opportunity either. And they just keep running out. Evil Geniuses, they look towards the bottom lane now, but you've still got everyone apart from the SK on bottom. And SK can BT in. In fact, that's exactly what he's doing now. This is the 5v5 fight that EG do not want to take.
And this is great position from Raven.
Oh, Blink. He's going to catch him. Sam H, the ET Spirit's already down. Silent stuff for the moment. It's just the Orchid. Here comes Tims, blinking forward, able to get that initial hex over onto S4. Arteezy hit the back line, but can't find the target. That Glimmercape doing the work. The ET Splitter, S4. Damn, he survived for so long. He can at least fight back. But he'll have to TP in. He doesn't. The Shrine is still up and available. Fly wants to get the hell out of here, but it's rather difficult. He has swap available, but no buyback. So this TP over from S4, it doesn't find any real openings they're hoping for.
Can't kill gyro anymore, Toby. Can't kill the DP either.
They're going to refresh a shot onto Death Prophet. She's actually got 3 ultimates that can go back to back. Blink in further forward. It's the call onto Crit, pulling him out. The Storm is nice too, but he's on the edge of it. The BKB and G's. Crit's able to use both of them. Roar out from S4. You bounce it back again with Surveil. He has no Sonic Wave, but the ET split up, creating more and more space. Crit's at least doing work from the sidelines, but Raven turns on the flag cannon. S4, this will be a dive back from him, especially when Tim's getting the end of the pulses. S4 knows nowhere to go. The Crimson Guard could not protect him anymore, and the wall has hit the target. The glimpse back Arteezy. He couldn't get up the hill into regeneration safety. Having to buy back. They're looking for the bottom lane of Rax. TNC. How many more X's have we got? We've got one more available. It's the refresher shot that's available. ET Splitter from the stop. Surveil jumps in. Looks for another one. Hits out right now on Sam H. They want his axe down. They can't do the work. Strong Waller. He can't connect. How many misses does he just happen against Raven? The flag cannon turns on and nothing is missing. It's only sleeping, but the dieback is there from Arteezy. And this is more than problematic. This could actually be the game. The tier 4 task being attacked by the creepwave to push him through the top. So TNC face is in trouble. The EG have no one left to defend their own base. So SK can keep back. He'll keep the exposed Dire Ancient alive, so no one else can go and jump in there and do the work. TNC, they're going to take these last towers, expose the Radiant Ancient, and they'll take game 1.
See, just better itemization. I can see no flaws in the way they chose to build their heroes this game. They didn't necessarily have the win conditions, but they purchased the right items and gave them to them. The lack of MKB and Artori's going to come back to haunt them. The disruptor, the glimpses, the ults, like he was the X Factor. Yeah. And I think he's responsible for 10, at least 10, maybe even 15 kills. And in a game that ends 59-33, you're 2 racks and 3 tier 3s down. I mean, they needed everything they could get.
Yeah. I just love the way it works out. Like, okay, 59 kills in total for TNC. The average...
Shake it and take it. Oh, yes.
Prepare for battle.
Dagger. Enchant. Yes, indeed. Ground pound. Ground pound.
enemy's middle tower has fallen. Your turn to ban. 5 seconds remaining. Your turn to pick. Your turn to pick. Your turn to pick. Your turn to pick.
I go.
Prepare for battle.
Well and good. Good.
30 seconds to battle.
Sand coming.
The battle begins.
I'll take your tribute. First blood unmarked. I am ready. Already moving. To battle. Onward. Come to me. I shift like the sands. Yes, and died nobly. Well stated. Rightly so. More than right. As I thought.
Your top tower is under attack.
Lost. Forward. The time has come. Sand King cometh. Agreed. Granted.
Fit for a queen.
I go. To battle. I'll send you down to nothing. Missing tongue. I grow a grain at a time, as I thought. Onward. None. I shoot like the sand. There's no time. Yes, indeed. Well stated. Very well. Of course.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Already moving. Rightly so. I am ready. Missing tongue. You are a true friend. Well and good. Yes. More than right. Take your tribute. So you say. Granted. Down with that. Of course. Well and good. Sand King cometh. Agreed.
Haste!
More than right. To battle. Lord's thanks be with you. Well stated. Yes, indeed. I shift like the sands. Lord. Yes. I go.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack.
As I thought. Sand King cometh.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Right, sir. Of course. All well. Seems, don't it?
Your bottom tower is under attack.
More than right. Granted. I'll take that. Killing spree. Yeah. So you say. Yes, indeed. Well stated. I shift like the sands. Run if you can. Already moving.
Your top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Agreed.
Double damage. Your middle tower is under attack. Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower is under attack.
Sand.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I shift like the sands.
Oh, you found me.
Granted.
Your top tower is under attack.
Come on.
Dire structures are fortified. Your top tower has fallen.
Already moving. Agreed. Advancing.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified.
More than right.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Very well. That's all right. Rightly so. I'll take your tribute. Well and good.
Welcome to the secret shop.
I am the
Your middle tower has fallen.
onward. So you say.
Your middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Yes, indeed.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack.
So you say. San KD. Increases. Attack. Not yet. Already moving. Yes, indeed.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Onward. Well stated. More than right. A dagger fit for a king. I shift like the sands.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen.
As I thought. Well and good. Very well. Agreed.
Your top tower is under attack. Your bottom 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 tower has fallen.
To battle. More than right. Well and good. Forward. I am ready. It comes naturally to me. as I thought. Look. Rightly so. Well, steady. So you say. Onward. I go. Granted. Agreed. Already moving. Of course.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower has fallen.
Very well. To battle. I shift like the sand. I grow a grain at a time. Well and good. I shift like of course. Double damage. Agreed. Forward.
Dire's structures are fortified. Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower has fallen.
Your king is alive. Yes.
Your middle tower is under attack.
More than right.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Double kill. Would embrace. Yes, indeed. Not yet. Triple kill.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Ultra kill.
Your bottom barracks are under attack.
What hell is a sieve?
Your bottom barracks are under attack. Your bottom barracks are under attack.
Another town. San Caden cometh.
Haste.
Well stated. Granted.
Your top tower is under attack.
I'm under attack. To battle. As I thought.
Your bottom barracks are under attack.
Good. Missing middle. I am ready.
Your top tower is under attack.
Sand King newcomer.
Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower has fallen.
Already moving. Nicely stunned. I shift like the sands. To battle. As I thought. Of course.
Your bottom barracks are under attack.
Onward.
Your bottom barracks has fallen. Your bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
I won't stand for this. I go. Mine. Granted. Yes. That's exact. More than right.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Agreed.
Your top shrine is under attack. Your top shrine is under attack.
Well and good. Rightly so. Why, thank you. Well stated.
Radiant structures are fortified. Such a little death.
The acid test.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Here again? Yes, indeed.
Welcome to the secret
So
shop.
you say. I go. Yes. Well stated. More than right. Forward.
Your top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen. Barracks are under attack.
Double damage.
Legends of Chaldean forged this body well. Good. To battle.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I shift like the sands. Gather my powers.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Sand King cometh. Close.
Your middle barracks are under attack. Your middle barracks has fallen. Your top barracks are under attack.
Of course.
Your middle barracks has fallen.
Very good. I'll take your tribute. Granted. Very well. Yes.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
As I thought. More than right. Yes.
The enemy's top shrine has fallen.
I shift like the sands. Don't mind the beauty.
Flicker on the wind.
King cometh. More and better. Of course.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Unstoppable.
I scream bloody murder.
Very well. Agreed. I'll take that. Already moving. So you say. I am ready. Well,
Your top barracks are under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
gather my power. Yes, indeed. As I thought. Rightly so. You are mine. More than right. Sand King cometh.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Ageless son.
Lord.
Your bottom barracks are under attack.
Well stated. So you say. I am ready. Very well. As I thought. That's all right. My best work. Already onward. Well and good. Yes.
Your bottom barracks are under attack. Enemy's top tower has fallen. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack. The enemy's top tower has fallen. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen. Your middle tower has fallen. Your ancient is under attack. Radiant victory.
feel the earth shake.
Your 5 seconds remaining. Your turn to pick. Your turn to pick. Seconds remaining. Your turn to pick. Seconds remaining.
Low.
Your turn to pick.
Ayos kayo ay Boker, bobo ka. Bobo ka invoker, bobo. Wala kang kwenta. Bobo ka. Kaya huwag kayong pabuhat sa faceless boy. Bobo nyo rin. Tatay nyo bisot. Tandaan mo yan, invoker. Bobo ka. Narinig niyo ba ka? Hoy, wala. Hoy, hoy, low. Hoy, kaboset kayo, ha. Stukat, kung labi.
Directly.
Prepare for battle.
Such disorder. Very well. Indeed.
30 seconds to battle.
Yes. Trot along. So be it. All is chaos. Yes.
The battle begins.
I come, a tithe to the impurities. Desolation. Cruelly so. Despair. Forward. Yes. By the impurities. By the impurities. I purge. Elemental gold. Very well. All is chaos. Desolation. Such disorder. Woe to you. I blast the land. Directly. Trot along. Your form debases. Indeed. So be it. Defilement. Yes.
Double damage.
Yes. Forward.
the fight. Cruelly so. Despair. First blood. Attack! Directly. All is chaos. Such disorder. Very well. Trot along. Despair. So be it. Imbalance demands it. Indeed. Forward. A blight on the land. Yes. Cruelly so. By the impurities. Desolation. Yes. Yes. To the fight. Very well. A tithe to the impurities. Cruelly so. By the impurities. So be it. Such disorder. I'm under attack. Indeed. An evil wind rises. I'll take that. Yes. To the fight. Despair. Forward. Desolation. Directly. Yes. Yes.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Trot along. Trot along. Directly. Not yet.
I don't believe this.
Back to the impurities. Indeed. Stronger than the brittle earth by the impurities. to the fight. Desolation. Cruelly so. Yes. Yes. Very well. Forward.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Such disorder. So be it. Despair. All is chaos. Yes. All is chaos. By the impurities. The impurifier. Purified.
Fuck you. Baka.
Reconstituted.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Gains.
Your middle tower is under attack.
As was promised. Despair.
Character. Assassin.
Directly. My goal now. Yes. Oh, impurities. An unnatural knife, but I'll take it. So be it. Indeed. To budge. Out with you and your spark. Such
Your middle tower is under attack.
I'm not ready. I'm under attack. Very
Your middle
well.
tower is under attack.
Yes.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Forward.
Your middle tower has fallen.
Cruelly so. By the
Your
impure
bottom tower
powers
is under
of nature
attack.
to the fight. All is chaos.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Cruelly so.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Yes. Very well. Killing spree.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Even mountains to dust. Despair. Directly. Such disorder.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Forward. So be it.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Of your goal. Trot along. Desolation. Expurgation.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Fight. Indeed.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
By the impurities.
Your bottom tower has fallen.
Yes. Yes. Despair. Let's get it. Darkness. 1,000 of your kind have fallen before me. All is chaos. By the impurities. Silence. Truly so. Very well. Forward.
Your middle tower is under attack.
So be it.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Your soul is mine. My elements realign.
Your top tower is under attack.
Such disorder.
Your top tower is under attack.
Arcane, a tithe to the impurities. Yes.
Your top tower is under attack.
Yes.
Your top tower is under attack.
Directly.
Your top tower has fallen.
Yes. To the fight. Indeed. Forward. Desolation. Cruelly so. Tainted waters give you. Yes. Yes. All is chaos. Very well. Directly. You'll not need that. So be it. By the impurities. Purge the elements now.
Good for work.
tower is under attack.
Indeed.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Such disorder. Despair. Golden opportunity. Yes. Attack.
Your top tower is under attack.
Bobo ka. Bobo ka na sila kung tahimik ka.
Your top tower is under attack.
Nasyak ka magbuhan mo. Tahimik ka na dyan.
Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower is under attack.
Yes.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower has fallen.
Desolation. Yes. My power grows. Very well. To the fight.
Time is money.
All is chaos. Cruelly so. Such disorder. Indeed. Godlike. Forward. Silence. Trot along. Directly.
Your top tower is under attack.
Yes. So be it.
Your top tower is under attack.
By the impurities.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen. Your top tower has fallen.
Despair.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
All is chaos. Desolation. Yes. Directly. Very well. By the impurities. Despair. Indeed. Yes. To solid I return. fight in me. Trot along. Forward. Cruelly so. Yes.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Collected soul will shine my collection.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Bobo. Pinatabain sa mid, bobo.
The impure elements distill to their essence.
Bobo mo.
So be it.
Bobo mo na siya.
So be it. All is chaos.
From the source of self-knowledge, the will of creation.
In the land of time, the no-eyed man is king.
Yes. Desolation. Very well. Get over it! Strength increases. Not so fast. Even death reviles me. Darkness.
Your top tower is under attack.
Guardian of the impurities, I return. Despair.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower has fallen.
Directly. Gold opportunity. Indeed.
Your top shrine is under attack.
Yes.
Thanks for standing still, ganker.
Forward. Cruelly so. Yes. Such disorder. Such disorder. You'll not need that. Directly. Trot along. My impurity.
Your top tower is under attack. has fallen. Your top barracks are under attack. Your bottom barracks are under attack.
Nature's darkest agent and a return to form. I'm under attack.
Your top barracks has fallen.
They're the last you hear. It's not time yet. Yes. All is chaos. So be it. Indeed. Yes. Cruelly so. Yes.
Down a dark road.
Desolation, sweet ablution. To the fight. Elemental gold. Desolation.
Shrapnel!
Yes. Nature's foulest cloister. I return the dead of night. Ezreal would have made a worthy slave.
Your middle tower is under attack.
The impure elements distilled to their essence.
Your middle tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified. Your middle tower has fallen. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle barracks are under attack. Your middle barracks are under attack. Your bottom barracks has fallen. Your bottom barracks are under attack. Your middle tower is under attack.
God of the impurities.
Your bottom barracks has fallen.
Despair.
Your middle barracks has fallen.
All is chaos.